For those of you waiting for your big bad voodoo daddy to return, I'm here. Kudos to Brian Seltzer on that. And for those of you who can remember where Brian Seltzer got his big break, even more impressive, I must say. If any of you can put that answer on this post, I would be just so interested. But Jan took the puppy to the bedroom, which means the other two dogs were howling to go out. So I tried to go sleep before my appointment this afternoon. I get to go see Dr. Christie. Not the classic beauty that Dr. Maggie is, but just hot. You know, there's something about her that just... Maybe it's the LSU sticker on her laptop. I don't know. No, she's just hot and pretty. Hot goes a long way. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely... In a crowded room, crowded bar, you might skip classic beauty thinking, you know, out of my league. But hot, you can go hit on. You can at least try, you know? Anyway, still depressed. Still on my same drugs. Still taking 19 a day. Christy needs to add one today for my stomach. They're giving me Protonics. I was on Nexium for like 5 years. But they found downsides of Nexium makes your bones weak. Might explain my sprained ankle. My broken wrist hurts while my bones were still strong. Made 3 mistakes. Trying to break up a fight I had no draw in. Grabbed the biggest guy. And then tried to catch myself as he threw me 6 feet across the concrete floor. I know better than that. A, don't get in a fight that's not your fault. But I did know the guy on the floor getting kicked. B, don't grab the biggest guy there. Grab somebody else and work your way up. C, never ever brace yourself for a fall. That's why drunks survive every wreck. You go loose, you bounce, you get a few bruises, no biggie. Well, that's something I've known forever. You know, I'm a professional drinker and driver. The only reason I got caught at all were 2 people doing real stupid shit at red lights. And one of them I had. Honest to God, I only had 3 beers. You know, that's what the cops always, you know, people always tell the cops, but honest to God, that's all I had. The other one, I probably have had more than the limit, but... Hey, you come over a hill and the light's green, you expect the guy in your line to start pulling forward at some time or another. You look to the left, catch something out of the corner of your eye. Look to the right, nothing in the mirror. Turn a little further, catch something out of the corner of your eye. You look forward and that car is still sitting there. Now that you've had your foot off the gas all this time, you still got to lock it up from 45 miles an hour and you ain't going to stop. But he had a van and I had a Malibu, so it went right through my headlights. Didn't, you know, could have wiped his damage off with a wet finger. The second one could have wiped the damage off both cars with a wet finger. And she looked up when the light turned yellow and she was over the white line. I mean, she was... Her rear tires were on the white line by the time she got stopped. So she was halfway out into the traffic. I thought, okay, she's going to go through. I'm just going to gun it. We'll both go through, and that way we won't break the law. Because I know we've got traffic cones here. We wouldn't have been caught at all. We wouldn't have broken any law. And would have both gotten home safely. But no, stupid bitch. just story of my life. If something can go wrong, count on it. You know, the Christmas party y'all threw while I was there. Overheard somebody saying, "Hey, look, that's the guy from the movies." What movies? You know, the ones with the girl. Oh my God, you're right. Nobody admit to it, I'm sure. Maybe they thought I couldn't hear it. But just more proof that what I say is that widespread. Did I tell you all the story about the one who shall remain unnamed calling me a couple years ago? A couple years before that, she had whispered to a girl at the bar that was a mutual acquaintance, about 5 years older than me, a teacher in Robertson County, married to a guy who's about 5 years older and a contractor, used to be a teacher many, many years ago, also in Robertson County. I don't know if it was said loud enough for him to hear, but I'm pretty sure that she shares almost everything with him. I know the bartenders couldn't hear it, and neither could any of the other patrons, unless they decided to tell the bartenders, which would be an even stranger situation because Gabi's German, first generation, and very strict about it, and totally hates me, so she wouldn't even listen to a story about me. Danny, on the other hand, is a biker chick, now married to a military biker. I believe he's an officer. He took her to Aruba for their honeymoon. Anyway, so Vicky, the person who's the 50-some-odd-year teacher, leans over to me and says, "You know what? Hold on, I can see her face. She was the last girl I was in a long term. Ruthie." She said, told you the memory's gone. She said, "You know what Ruthie said about you?" I said, "What?" She said, "You're the cleanest guy she knows down there." And one of the things Joni had said to me was, all my friends must dry between their nutsack and all this stuff because they smelled better. So she calls me 2 years after this, which would be 2 years ago now, well, 2 years ago this September, and we're babbling about one thing or another, and I said, "Ruthie, Joni, you know what my last girlfriend said about me?" She said, "You're the cleanest guy she knows down there." I said, "My God, you just repeated it word for word. How did you know that?" She said, "I still have my sources." I said, and then I got ready to say something else, and she said, "Same for me. You always have been." And I said, "But wait, when we broke up, you said, well, you were breaking," in her excuses, I was breaking up with her. She and my ex-fiance both feel that I broke up with them. So did Julie. Sleeping with everybody. In Julie's case, I told her the only rule was, I know you're looking for a man making more money with better hours. I said, the only rule is don't sleep with anybody I introduced you to. And then I found out from a taxi driver who brought me home that she slept with Mark Rose, who I introduced her to. And I started to confront her about it, and she kind of sidestepped it, and we never went out again. And then she tried Julie's trick of explaining to her long-term boyfriend. This guy really lasted. Why, he and I were friends. She didn't bother to warn me. So that was that. Anyway, I don't want to go over 10 minutes. Welcome to my miserable world. Anderson out.